Why is no one talking about the fast vanishing middle class of the Philippines? The system that serves the Philippine elite makes life hard for the middle class. As of the time of this post, households making between 25,000 pesos and 220,000 pesos per month. How? First, the middle class carry the disproportionate burden of taxes in the Philippines. A low capital tax gain rate, PESA rules, and business tax deductions shield big earners from the BIR. Middle-class employees aren't as lucky. Their taxes are withheld at the source with every paycheck. Still, the middle class, both domestic and living abroad, keep the economy afloat. OFW remittances alone sustained the Philippine economy to the tune of nearly $35 billion in 2021. On top of that, the consumption fueled and multiplied by OFW and immigrant remittances go a long way in energizing the local economy. Given the outsized role the middle class play in paying taxes and keeping the economy alive, you would think that the Philippine government would go out of its way to ease life for this segment of the population. No way. It's actually the opposite. The reality? Elites don't want an educated middle class who will demand change and foment political and social change if they don't get what they want. From the 18th century to present times, all successful revolutions throughout the world were led by the middle class. They are a threat to regressive regimes. But in the Philippines, the middle class is an easily dismissed force. Why? Those who are ambitious, educated, and who wouldn't take no for an answer migrate or go OFW because they know they can't get paid what they are worth in the Philippines. This is a double bonus for the elite. They get rid of a pesky, possibly destabilizing segment of the population, yet those same people end up pumping much-needed dollar remittances to their relatives back home. Life is miserable for the middle class in the Philippines. They are too rich for government assistance and too poor for the amenities other countries take for granted. For many, especially those who just graduated from college and haven't set down deep roots yet, leaving the country to work abroad is the only feasible solution. Who leaves? The best, the brightest, the most innovative, the most ambitious, all to make other already prosperous countries even better off. These are precisely the people we need in the Philippines to build a better future. Is there a solution to the vanishing Filipino middle class crisis? There is. But before we talk about the solution, let's focus on what is not the solution. The solution is not more government funding or subsidies. The solution is definitely not government assistance or other dependency building schemes. The solution has little to do with the state. Instead, the real answer has been laid out by the current administration. Open the economy further to foreign direct investments, lower taxes, reduce job-killing regulations, ease business formation, ease business closure rules. In other words, stop penalizing success. The answer is clear. The government can expand the size of the Filipino middle class by simply getting out of the way of business formation and investment. How will these policies lead to more Filipino households earning more than 25,000 pesos to 220,000 pesos per month? Very simple. More business activity means more employment. More foreign investments mean more business startups and expansion. To compete, local players also need to scale up and level up their operations. This means more hiring. More employment means greater wage competition because the laws of supply and demand still applies. Better wages mean increased Filipino buying power, which fuels even more business expansion. Wage competition means more middle-class people will get paid what they are worth and be incentivized to stay in the Philippines and help build a solid country. It all begins with the right economic policies. The Philippines needs to fundamentally reorient its economy from a government-led or state-based system to a market-focused system. Philippine poverty is self-inflicted. If we cause the problem, surely we too can fix the issue.